I would take it with the skid steer and drop it over the bank.
I think I fried to 372. Yeah, so that's not going to work. Because I mean, if you look at that, that's not going to split vertically.
No.
Right?
Take it with the skid steer and drop it over the bank. Absolutely.
If I cut that,
there's no way that makes anything that resembles firewood.
I'll block it like I was doing earlier with the smaller ones. When it goes to split it, do you think it'll...
Oh yes. It'll still do that.
Because I mean, if you look at that, that's not going to split vertically.
No.
Right? It's going to split like this.
Yeah. Over the bank it goes. There's only one. Is there more pieces? There's one there, but is there more?
Oh, there's 4 more just like that.
Well, see if they're...
I'm going to noodle it.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take it back.
All right. It would have made lots of great firewood, except for the twist in it.
It will, but it's going to take some sweat equity.
Yeah.
Cut it up with a chainsaw.
I don't have enough sweat equity to give up.
No, but I do.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to have to noodle that whole log. What I've been doing all this morning for the bigger stuff, we had a big stack of big hardwood logs that we've had since last year, and so I blocked them this morning and then I cut them in half so that she can handle them. Now this monster over here, the grain is just twisted, and I knew that, so I figured I'll just block it and get it up on the splitter, and knowing that when the splitter goes down it's going to twist its way through, but it's too gnarly, as you can see. So I'm going to block everything up in 3 or 4 inches thick, and probably going to have to end up slicing everything in 3 or 4 inches thick so that, you know, do the whole log and get something out of it rather than follow her recommendation. And I don't want to throw it over the embankment. I paid for the log, so I want to get something out of it. Something better than this, because that's just it's 16 inches this way, but it's just, that's not going to work out. I'll cut that straight this way and cut that off, and then I'll slice that and make it 14 inches long. It's quite a bit here. Like, this is going to be 12 inches, that's going to be probably 12. Just nasty, gnarly nubs. These here won't be too bad. These are about the same diameter. Yeah, not much in that one, but that's the afternoon's job. Time to get busy. should have threw it over the bank. I think I fried to 372. I'm not sure. It won't start now, even though I gave it brakes while I was doing all that noodling. There's smoke coming out of it, and like a gurgling noise when it, off. Yeah, gurgling noise. That's the best way to describe it. Or like when something rattling, because when I tilt it down, I tilt the nose bar down, I don't hear the gurgling. But as soon as I bring it up nose bar level, you hear some gurgling. It's gone now, but at the time. So that one log, that was nasty. I filled a quarter of a cord crate. So one log. But we're going to leave it for another day. Gina's heading back. Splitter. It's, going on 2:45. Alright, so just a quick update on the yard before the flies drive me nuts. You can see this is 48 cords. There was 48 cords here, and we finished that the other day. So we cleaned up yesterday, and now we're going to be starting on this pile. So with the 48 cords, it produced this much trash at the splitter. I don't know how I could do this for scale, other than maybe here's 2 feet. So it's about 2.5 feet tall, 6 or 7 feet long, and maybe 6 feet wide. So that's the trash that's all come off the splitter. It's pretty good for 48 cords, I think. And now we're going to show how much ends we got left over after we cut our 12s, 14s, 16s, and 18-inch wood. There's always little ends left over. We'll show that next. Now, this might be hard to believe, but out of 48 cords, this is how much we have in ends. A lot of it is just thin stuff. Where, that was probably on a end piece that was 17 inches, and so we cut it down to make it 16. And sometimes there's offcuts where it's thin like this, thick like that. And now I know some of you people might say, what's the matter, just leave it on the end. But some people, they just want 16-inch wood. They don't want anything longer because their stove is a certain size, so they want certain size wood. And we never know, we don't cut to order. We just cut and we do a whole bunch of wood. And so there's 16s, 12s, 14s, 18s out there. And so when someone calls, then we just have to go get it. Don't have to worry about it being the wrong size or anything like that. So, that's it. Now my saw. What to do with this? For another video, I guess. See you later.